As we settle into fall and the temperatures begin to dip, it's time to bring in the last of this year's harvest. In this week's In the Garden, Charlie and Sharon show us what to do with any end-of-season tomatoes.
It is still tomato season, as long as you haven't had a frost yet, which most of us haven't, and they're so good this time of year.
Well, they're good all year
Yeah.
because we've had a great season of tomatoes, at least we have here.
Yeah.
And we've had tons of them. I've been making sauce, and I've been canning them, and I'm making soups, and I've been doing everything with them. I've been wearing them on my head. I got tomatoes everywhere. But if you haven't gotten enough of your tomatoes, and we're getting, as you said, close to frost in many areas now, you might want to take a look at what you have on the vine and see if you want to cut them and bring them indoors to ripen them further.
Okay, so if you see a frost coming, this is what you want to do.
This is what you want to do. You
Okay.
could cover them, but it's probably better to start harvesting them and bringing them inside.
Okay.
And first of all, of course, you want to look for something that has color. As long as it has some color to it, then it's going to continue ripening. If you have just a green one, you might make little fried green tomatoes, but that's about all you're going to be able to do with it.
What about ones that are just kind of like this one, where there's maybe a little yellow, a little tint of orange?
Yeah, that's
probably
kind of borderline. It
Yeah.
may ripen, but it may not taste so great.
Okay.
But things like these, this cluster here is a beautiful
Yeah.
cluster.
Yeah.
These will be great. So you want to harvest those, and then you bring them inside, clean them up a little bit, maybe wash them with some soapy water. Once they're dry, then you put them in newspaper, wrap them individually in newspaper, and then you
Okay.
just set them in a tray or somewhere, put them in a warm place. Doesn't have to have any sun or light in it, but it wants to be a warm place, and it'll continue ripening. And of course, you want to make sure it doesn't have any blemishes on it. Anything that has a little blemish, a little disease on it,
That's just gonna
it's just going to
continue.
rot and be a
Yeah.
mess. And the reason for doing the newspaper is that if you do have those rotten ones, it won't spread to the other ones that you have
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So there are certain varieties of tomatoes you can grow if you're thinking about doing this for next year, like Long Keeper and Garden Peach, that naturally will stay healthy right through into the winter. So you harvest them, keep it room temperature, make sure they're nice and clean, of course, no blemishes, and they will last for months.
Oh, wow.
Now there's one I'm trying this year, which is an Italian heirloom. It's called the Pomodoro L'Inverno, which means winter tomatoes, and it comes from Naples, and they grow them there, and it looks like kind of a grape tomato with a little nipple on the end of it. And what they'll do is once they start ripening or getting close to ripen, is they start harvesting them with little stems, and they harvest little clusters of them or individually, and then they put them together in a ristra, like they would in the Southwest with peppers.
Okay.
And the idea is that these tomatoes are really thick-skinned. They don't have a lot of juice in them, and so they slowly will dry over time. So if you hang the ristra in a warm place, well, actually a cool place probably be better for this once it's started to turn red.
Yeah.
A cool place with well ventilation. You don't have to have much light in there, and it will slowly keep maturing and slowly getting sweeter and sweeter, so that it'll last for, they say, 4 to 6 months.
You're going to
inside.
test it out, aren't you?
I am. You'll find out.
Yeah.
So I've got a ristra set up there, and I'm just going to be taking some more and just kind of adding to it, and then we're going to put it probably in our basement or a spare room, and we'll just see how long it lasts without any kind of disease.
All right.
Again, you want to make sure you have a blemish-free kind of
Right,
tomato.
right.
So there are ways to take the tomatoes that you have right now and really make sure you get the most bang for your tomato plant buck by harvesting them a little bit early, or trying some unusual ones like this Pianolo Rosso, which is that winter tomato from Italy.